So I got hit with some really bad news, but I'm not gonna, let it slow me down. I'm not gonna let it, you know, affect my, video stuff. I'm just gonna keep going, just distract myself. It'll be fine. Anyway, so what we need to do is we need to go out and we need to find materials, blueprints, whatever we need to find. And I know that we are missing a lot, and it's gonna be right around here-ish. So let's just go over here. We're gonna just explore this little area, grove here. Try to find some materials. So we can eject our prawn suit by just clicking this. It will just throw it out there. Unlike the Cyclops, you can't get in the prawn suit when it's docked. So you can only get in when it's you can only get in when you inject it and or get in from the outside. You can't get in from the inside of the sea truck, which is a little problematic. Okay, this is alright. We can't go in that way, like this, so we're just gonna go around. Gravity trap. We have not gotten the gravity trap yet. Alright. The gravity trap was in the original Subnautica, and it was just a simple item that allowed you to gather fish without having to hunt them down. You basically placed it down, and it would gather fish over time. Decent item. Okay. Alright, trash fish, okay. So what we are doing is we are going around and we're going to try to find some blueprints. This is what we need to do, is just go around finding blueprints. So sea monkey nests can occasionally have scrap metal on them, and that scrap metal will be helpful to us. We're not going to take their eggs because there's no point to that. Gather some air. Here we go.
This artifact could provide useful information. Processing. I can visualize a location where we may find an important component for my body. The image is hazy, but I am sure it is correct. A stark surface landscape, dangerously cold. Curved spires stretch to the sky.
So he's describing something on land. So we're going to have to remember where that is. Here we go. Ultra capacity tank. That is the most important thing right there. We have full inventory? How do we have full inventory? Ah. Go wreak havoc on the ecosystem, you little bastard. Anyway. So we have full inventory. We're going to have to fix that first before we actually do anything. We're going to have to put away some of this shit. Up here. So he was talking about something on land. So we have to go to land in order to find said item. Go back to Sophie. If you also have the docking system, you can't go in from the back. You can only go in from the top. So, here we go.
How do humans cope with the loss of memories?
Like forgetting someone's birthday? I don't know. It just happens.
When you die, some quantity of knowledge is lost forever to the next generation. Isn't that...
I'm warning you. If you call humanity inefficient one more time, I will swim us both into the mouth of a leviathan.
Is that sarcasm? I am still having trouble differentiating.
How inefficient?
Efficiency aside, does the loss of knowledge not create complications?
Well, on a personal level, losing someone can be traumatic. But it's harder to process the idea of generational knowledge. Humans aren't networked, so we can't even be aware of what we're losing moment by moment. We try to learn from history. Maybe it's not ideal, but it's what we have.
What happens when you no longer have the memories of others to combine with your own?
You make your own memories and interpretations. You have to experience life as an autonomous being. Discover yourself.
That idea is foreign to me.
So you see how it's delayed right there? That means that they didn't finish this dialogue. They just finished it as is. What the fuck you want?
The sea monkeys have changed their tune.
I'm about to say, motherfucker. I'm about to say. I wanted to go up to them just to see if we're around that time zone, and we are. So sea monkeys will now provide items. So occasionally, if you run into a sea monkey, they might give you an item to take. So they will turn from greedy gremlins into spawners, basically. This is the best way to get lead, but it's also the worst way to get lead. So what you want to do is you just want to go around, hope that they spawn in an item, and take it. Occasionally, they'll give you things like kelp and, you know, cluster seeds. I think it's based off the biome they are in, so depending on what biome they're in, they'll give you that specific type of item from that biome. So since we're in a kelp area, it's going to give us lead, it's going to give us titanium, copper, silver, you know, all kinds of things. And occasionally you just take it from them. There you go. So it's actually really helpful because lead is so uncommon. So you want to try to wait for these guys to spawn in. See, he spawned in a seed cluster. I took it from him. There you go. So you just gotta wait. It takes a few seconds. They might spawn something in, they might not. It has a cooldown, but eventually they will spawn in with an item, and you just gotta make sure that you take it. I think if you don't take it, they get kind of sad. So I always try to take it because I don't want them to be sad. I don't like them because they steal my shit, but I also feel like, you know, I don't want to make them sad. But from now on, they will no longer steal our shit, so now they are on my good side.
The sea monkeys have changed their tune. Not only have they stopped stealing, they brought me something I actually needed. I may have to revise my opinion of them.
Yeah, so they have a different way to give you shit. So I believe they'll just do it randomly, and it takes a certain amount of time. I believe you have to be quite far into the game for that to happen. And then by quite far, I mean like maybe a couple hours in. An hour or two in, I don't remember. It might be 3 to 4 hours. We're 4 hours in, so that's quite a bit of time. So they probably spawned it in after 3 hours. So once you have this ability, sea monkeys are no longer considered as a annoyance. They're now considered as a resource farm, and they can spawn in, you know, anything. So what's ever in the environment, at least. So now that we have that knowledge, we can probably try to do something specific with an alien containment and try to make multiple sea monkeys for multiple, you know, item gathering things. But for right now, I'm just going to go back to base. I want to see if those plants have spawned in, and I want to put away all these items that I have because I didn't put away all the storage items, so it's a little annoying that I didn't put that away because now we're missing a lot of items. So as you can see, we are relatively slow. We are basically close to normal swim speed or sea glide speed. That is because for each segment you put on the sea truck, the slower it gets, and I believe the prawn suit counts as a segment as well, so you're even slower with the prawn suit. So what you want to do is you just want to take everything in, recharge it. There you go.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Welcome aboard, Agman. Okay. We took everything out, so we gotta go back in. Gotta go grab more of the shit. Yoinkers. This we actually needed because we need to grow that, so I'm kind of happy we got that one thing. Take everything out. Go back through here. Yee. There you go. Yes, so everything is grown over here. Put away the seed cluster because that will take up that one spot right there. We will take these. Do these provide water? No, this provides hunger.
Vital signs
Not what we
stabilizing.
want. Does this provide water? No. Okay, so a kelp is growing here. I don't know where the kelp is. Is it over here? Did it glitch? There should be a kelp bud around here. I don't know where it is. Okay. So I'm gonna do that, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build over here instead, and just make a area for the gel sacks, because I don't want them to be all in one spot. I want to mix them up a little bit and make sure that we don't accidentally mix them together. Keep them somewhat separated. It's just easier to organize. There, and we'll come back and clean this up later. Take a couple of these. Do I have any copper? No. Alright, well, let's start working on organizing a bit, because fucking we need more shit. Take the lead. Take this, we'll turn into an ingot. And then we just need to make something happen. Let's do the computer chip. How about that? That'll be easy. There you go. Give me that. Put in the old battery so we can take out all the new ones. So we can either wait for the sleeper bed, which is really good, or we can try doing the fabricator module, which the fabricator module is very helpful because obviously you'll be able to create a bunch of shit inside your sea truck, so you don't have to be at the base to create. You can just be out here to create. I think I'll do that. Plus, we've been waiting a while, so we might as well make the fabricator module. I've just been kind of lazy about it. Let me just craft it. The sleeper module is easy to craft, so typically I like to do that one last, because it's like, you know, we don't really need a sleeper module. It's helpful. Okay. I'm not going to touch anything. Does it eject me all the way out or no? Ah, so it does. It ejects me out by default. If I move, it makes it quicker. Okay. Eject. So now we go in here. Turn around. Attach. Over here. Turn around. Attach. Son of a bitch. Ah, I was close. Okay. There you go. So now we have a couple of the segments. We just need the other segments in order to continue forward. Alright. Did this finally grow the kelpie thing? No. I don't know where the kelp thing is, and that bothers me. I feel like it glitched. Well, it's in here somewhere. I don't know where it is exactly, but it's in there. We'll put all this in here. So these are growing. There should be just a really tiny plant somewhere around here. I just don't know exactly where it is. And then what we can do is we can hit these, get the seeds from these. That replenishes all that. All this is replenished. That's replenished. That's replenished. We just gotta wait for this to grow, which I don't know how long that's gonna take. I don't know if these regrow plants by themselves. I'm pretty sure they regrow plants by themselves. We'll see. And then we have all these ribbon plants for batteries, so we can just put all this shit away. But what I do want to do is I would like to get the next thing, if I can. Start working on the next upgrade thing. There you go. That's done with. Perfect. We need 3 lead and 2 of the silky silks. Alright. Okay, so let's finish emptying out the sea truck. Because obviously it is still full. How close is she? Not very close. Okay. I'm just making sure because she will grab my truck. We need more kelp then, since it's not growing. And I don't know why it's not growing, but it'll grow eventually. Let me put away all this. We have a couple of lead, so let me just take the lead out so I know that I have it. I just need 1 more lead, which shouldn't be too hard. Once I get that extra bit of lead, I'll be able to make the final sea truck part that we have right now. There is more sea truck parts, don't get me wrong. We'll have to get more later. But for right now, that's the one that we have, so. You are a punk ass bitch for that. I did not want that, I wanted this. There you go. Okay, so now we are an extra bit slower. So as you can see, we are... Oh man, we are slow. Okay. We're gonna take this laser cutter, and we're gonna go to the Mercury 2, and we're gonna go do that. Sorry this episode's just been me gathering materials, but, you know, the way it is, I just wanted to gather up some shit and craft the fabricator. The sleeper module is gonna take a while, because we need to get the kelp stuff growing. Once we get kelp growing, we can replant it, and then we can start working on that. Oh, hello. This is little guy. What you doing out here, little buddy? Juvenile vent garden. Roughly about 20 meters long, the juvenile vent garden illuminates the stage of fully growth establishing a vent garden. Its gentle giant, which appears to swim aimlessly, circling mature vent gardens. Swimming while they're swimming can seem directionless at first, but the young vent garden is actually growing and strengthening its tentacles for when it finds a vent which upon it can anchor and mature. The bell of the juvenile as a garden remains sealed until the anchor over a vent. Once anchored, the heat and activity clusters cell stems, which have been opening over the course of a few months. Not a threat. Such a beautiful creature. It's just a giant living garden, so it's really cool. But we'll do that one next episode. How about that? That'll make me feel a little better.